Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So, there's moments on the internet where I just gotta be really thankful of my upbringing and everything that's gone through in my life to make me the person I am today. Because honestly, looking back, I feel like it could have been much worse. And just looking at some of the stuff that people are tweeting out on the internet, some actual parents, you know, the ways they've been bringing up their children, it genuinely makes me fearful for the next generation. You know, in a bunch of my videos, I'm just clowning on these absolutely dastardly teenagers and TikTokers and kids just doing the stupidest things imaginable. And you know, they are partly to blame for that as well. Obviously, you are responsible for your own actions. But there's another element that I kind of forgot about for a pretty long time, the parenting element. Now, there is a little bit of an established, thought process that people have that if the child is messed up, it's most likely because of the parents. Now, as I've said in multiple videos in the past, a lot of people just do not deserve to be parents at all, because the way they're bringing up their children is just downright cruel. Today, we're gonna be looking at a person who thought that burning Pokemon cards as a punishment for your child is actually a good thing. Because, you know, childhood trauma, right? That's something that everybody wants. So this person made a tweet that got the entirety of Twitter in a complete ablaze, and honestly, this is one of the rare times that they're actually right to be mad about this. This person says, "I've resorted to burning Pokemon cards as a punishment when my kid doesn't do basic stuff he has to do." Okay, I don't know what the hell your kid is doing, but if he's not physically beating other children or committing illegal activities, you should not be burning his Pokemon card. In fact, I don't think you should be burning it, point blank, period, okay? There's probably a bunch of other ways to go about this. I don't know why this is like the first thing that you turn to. Did your parents burn your Pokemon cards when you were a child and you feel the need to enact revenge upon the world in some way? Because honestly, this might be a chain. Like, everybody's just gonna start burning their kids' cards. If he's not doing basic stuff, doesn't that fall upon you as the parent to make them do the basic stuff? And honestly, some people may think that, oh, it's just Pokemon cards, you know? Now, nobody really cares about that. That kid won't really care about it when he's older. He'll grow out of it. Maybe something like that. But honestly, as someone who's grown up with Pokemon cards, I can definitely say that if someone messed with your Pokemon cards, it's definitely gonna traumatize you. I remember this one time my brother tore up some Pokemon cards when I was younger, and I still don't like him for it till this day. I was like, you are literally an evil son of a bitch. I can 100% tell you they will have a lifelong grudge against you. And if you're not into Pokemon, this is equivalent to, like, I don't know, torching your Minecraft world or something, you know? So this person goes on to clarify by saying the basic stuff is eating. He comes home without having eaten any of his lunch. Card burnt. He doesn't eat enough dinner. Card burnt. Bear in mind, my kid is about 4'6" tall at age 7 and yet weighs less than 55 pounds. He needs to put some weight on, specifically muscle. Okay, I don't know what the hell to say. You are a complete and utter psychopath. What in God's name am I reading? Your kid is not eating food, which is a problem. And you're punishing him for it. Punishing him for not eating his food when there must be a reason behind it, you know? You think his tummy is gonna magically expand when you burn his Pokemon cards? You think he's suddenly gonna gain an appetite? Why don't you try to find the actual reason behind the problem? Maybe your food is absolute garbage. Maybe you're overfeeding him. Maybe it's stuff that's hard to chew and digest. Why don't you talk to him? Have a conversation with him. Talk to your doctor, your pediatrician. Why the hell is your first instinct to burn something that is so valuable to him? Pokemon cards to a kid is pretty much your bank account to an adult. Like, he doesn't have anything else that he's attached himself to. Also, listen, I'm not a parent, alright? I wouldn't know much about raising a child, but why the hell do you want your 7-year-old to put on muscle? Just give him a regular balanced diet. What you want him to build muscle at age 7? Are you cool? Where do these loonies come from, man? It pisses me off. Wow. Can we call Child Protective Services or something? My God. So Seth Rogen replied to this saying, "Save the valuable ones so they can pay for therapy when they're older." I mean, honestly, spot on. This kid is gonna have some trauma. Like, he's gonna hate his mom for the rest of his life. Because you're literally doing this at age 7. Like, not that it's acceptable if you do it at an older age, but if you burn my Pokemon cards at age 15, I'd be like, okay, I hate you, but I probably wouldn't go hold it as a grudge for the rest of my life, right? Because I'm 15, I kind of understand that, okay, it's not that valuable. But to a 7-year-old, he's gonna hate you forever. He's gonna straight up unplug your life support. Karma does bite you in the ass. Treat your children right, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, listen, I know a lot of people might just straight up laugh at me for saying this, but I think this is genuine child abuse, okay? Now, not just burning the Pokemon cards, alright? That is some sort of mental trauma, and maybe that could be considered child abuse as well, but literally just punishing your child so severely for not eating the meals he's given without trying to understand what exactly is going on at age 7 and wanting him to, like, be physically fit and build muscle when it's not even possible at age 7, I don't think. At least for the average individual. It is 100% just absolutely horrible parenting. Now, it turns out that those weren't the only tweets that this person has made. They've gone and replied to other people in the replies as well. This person says, whether you mean to or not, there's an anxiety about his body that you're signaling to him. And then she responds saying, obviously better to just let him be underweight and too skinny to do the activities that he wants to do. Give me a break. Oh yeah, there's only 2 options there. Burn his Pokemon cards or he will be underweight and too skinny. Is there no middle ground in that? I don't know. Maybe talk to him as to why he's not eating the food. Maybe he wants something more tasty. Maybe you're serving him straight garbage. If he doesn't want veggies, maybe try to make some sort of proposal. Try to convince him that it's important for your health. Maybe try to mix it in with some other good food that he actually enjoys. I don't know why I have to be the one to teach this to a parent. Genuinely feel like some people on this website just lack complete common sense. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, like, I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not gonna be able to predict any sort of disorder, but this kid is growing up with an eating disorder. I mean, come on. He will be so incredibly traumatized in regards to food that he will probably stuff himself till he vomits or just ignore food as a way of rejecting his mom. And listen, there's so many harmful psychological effects by this. I know some people might think, oh, you're reading too much into it, but come on, bro. It's a 7-year-old. This is his entire life, okay? This kid is never gonna be able to form, like, any sort of relationships with objects and maybe even people, because clearly now he knows that he should just not form relationships with these things at all because it could easily be taken away by his cruel ass mom. I remember after I lost my Pokemon cards, I literally had no connection to any, like, physical devices at all. I was just like, screw all of this shit. Like, okay, it's fun, it's enjoyment, but before I would, like, put that shit under my pillow, dude. I'd be like, okay, this is my Huggy Bunny, you know? But now I'm a stone cold warrior, baby. I don't know if this person is from the military or something, like, oh, punishment is the only way to go about anything. My kid's not eating? Whoops, okay, let's starve him for another 50 days. Maybe then he'll learn the value of food. He's a goddamn 7-year-old, he doesn't know the value of anything, moron. Stop burning his cards. Salty DK Dan responds saying, have you tried taking them to a health professional instead of burning things they enjoy as punishment? I hear that works better and prevents insane levels of mental illness and trauma. You know, this mom's the type of person to just chop off their toddler's legs because it's not learning how to stand. Oh, clearly you must not value standing anymore. Okay, live life as a cripple, baby. So a lot of people have been sharing their stories as well with pretty bad parents. When I was a kid, my parents threatened to burn my stuff because I was doing so badly in school. It didn't work because I was neurodivergent. I actually got worse. You can't terrorize your way to good behavior. You know, humans and animals are different, I get it, but also, if you're training your dog, right, let's just take that as an example. If you slap it, you know, just start freaking punching it each time it does something bad, that's probably just gonna make it scared as hell of you, okay? It's gonna make you an abusive pet owner. But if you give it a treat each time it does something you want to, that's how you train the dog. That's pretty much literally how everybody does it, and if you can't do it, you have a problem. Now, there's always these absolute dumbasses on Twitter who support these ridiculous ridiculous takes. All the people here incredulous that you're burning a Pokemon card never copped a beating for touching something that they weren't supposed to touch, and it shows. Having a card burned is a lot better than being slapped around for 5 minutes. Congratulations, you had abusive parents. Wow. I love how these people paraded around like, oh yeah, my parents just beat the shit out of me, so that's probably the right way of parenting. No, clearly not. You turned out like a complete moron. Spouting garbage takes on Twitter.com, clearly the parenting did not work at all. It's not a goddamn competition who's abusing their children worse, buddy. Why can't we treat human beings like human beings, you know? Hey Twitter, it's Friday. We want to cut loose and get a little bit personal. Want to hear about my abusive yet apparently ineffectual parenting style? This is so accurate, bro. Twitter has these moods where they just have the most outrageous takes, bro. Whether it be, I don't know, necrophilia or bad parenting. You never know. It's like you're spinning a little wheel of complete idiocy. Here's an idea. Go tell exactly this to a pediatrician and a child psychologist. See if they think it's such a good idea. You should brag about it on the internet. I feel like you're just gonna get your children taken away, to be honest. Now this person has the audacity to respond again. The responses to the tweet. God, people are so soft on their kids and think things like not eating when you do sports 7 days a week is somehow just fine and healthy. Okay, there's a bunch of red flags here. So your 7-year-old toddler is doing sports 7 days a week and is trying to build muscle apparently as well. I don't know what the hell you're feeding him. Can I have a list of your menu? Because I feel like you're literally just giving him protein shakes or something, like just raw meat from the street. And then you're getting mad that he's not a lion cub and just ingesting this raw meat. Oh, my 7-year-old isn't getting built, fam. Look at how weak and pathetic my child is. And no, actually, people aren't soft on their kids. We're just not clinically insane. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, just another complete psychopath on Twitter.com. They really just spawn these day by day, don't they? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Is this a valid parenting technique? Did your parents burn your Pokemon cards when you were a child? How did you turn out? Do you love your parents for taking away things that are dear to you? I don't know, man. If my mom did this to me, I would hate her forever, man. Is what it is. Anyways, that's about it, fellas. Make sure to smash the like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for 700k, by the way. I really appreciate it. And yeah, on to the next video, baby. Bye bye.